It was called Silicon Valley Bank, but its collapse is causing shockwaves around the world. From winemakers in California to startups across the Atlantic Ocean, companies are scrambling to figure out how to manage their finances after their bank suddenly shut down Friday.
Silicon Valley Bank, the fallout from this happening in a matter of days. This follows a bad bet and loss on bonds. That led to a run on the bank, which caused the second largest bank collapse in American history.
The meltdown means distress not only for businesses but also for all their workers whose paychecks may get tied up in the chaos.
When banks experience financial losses, it is and should be a matter of concern.
Silicon Valley Bank failed largely because of its links to the tech industry, because tech is getting nailed by all the rise in interest rates and changes in consumer preferences, said Mark Zandi, chief economist for Moody's Analytics. California Governor Gavin Newsom said Saturday that he's talking with the White House to help stabilize the situation as quickly as possible, to protect jobs, people's livelihoods, and the entire innovation ecosystem that has served as a tent pole for our economy.
Silicon Valley Bank failed largely because of its links to the tech industry, because tech is getting nailed by all the rise in interest rates and change in consumer preferences.
U.S. customers with less than $250,000 in the bank can count on insurance provided by the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. Regulators are trying to find a buyer for the bank in hopes customers with more than that can be made whole. That includes customers like Circle, a big player in the cryptocurrency industry. It said it has about $3.3 billion of the roughly $40 billion in reserves for its USDC coin at SVB. That caused USD Coin's value, which tries to stay firmly at $1, to briefly plunge below 87 cents Saturday. It later rose back above 97 cents, according to CoinDesk. There are recent developments that concern a few banks that I'm monitoring very carefully, U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen said Friday, while testifying before the House Ways and Means Committee. When banks experience financial losses, it is and should be a matter of concern. The bank serves several major companies, including Roku, Pinterest, Shopify, and Etsy. An Etsy spokesperson told CBS News in a statement Saturday that it had recently experienced a delay in issuing payments to some sellers due to the bank collapse. Across the Atlantic, startup companies woke up Saturday to find SVB's UK business will stop making payments or accepting deposits. The Bank of England said late Friday that it will put Silicon Valley Bank UK in its insolvency procedure, which will pay out eligible depositors up to £170,000 British pounds, $204,544, for joint accounts, as quickly as possible. We know that there are a large number of startups and investors in the ecosystem who have significant exposure to SVB UK and will be very concerned, Dom Hallis, executive director of Kodak, which represents British startups, said on Twitter. He cited concern and panic. The Bank of England said SVB UK's assets would be sold to pay creditors. It's not just startups feeling the pain. The bank's collapse is having an effect on another important California industry, fine wines. It's been an influential lender to vineyards since the 1990s.